And turning our eyes now south of the border, here's a live look at the White House. U.S. President Donald Trump is scheduled to deliver a national address tonight, but he's not giving a lot of detail about what he's going to be speaking on. The CBC's Willie Lowry joins me now from Washington with more on this. Okay, so what is being reported so far about this primetime address?
Yeah, Arthi, the White House is being pretty tight-lipped ahead of tonight's address, refusing to telegraph it too far ahead of time. And U.S. President Donald Trump did give us a few hints on Monday, saying that he would likely focus on election integrity. Now, Trump has long maintained that he won the 2020 election, not Joe Biden, and that's, of course, not what the evidence says. But tonight's address does come several months before Americans head to the polls yet again for the midterm elections, which could see Trump's power limited or reduced if Democrats take control of the House and Senate. Now, Trump has in the past raised integrity issues ahead of elections. Let's take a brief listen to Trump speaking on Monday.
I'd rather save it, but it's really big news. It's really, really big news. And our country has to shape up. But that's what we're going to be talking about Thursday is it doesn't get bigger, because without free and fair elections, you don't have a country. We'll be discussing other things too, but it's going to be a very big announcement, yeah.
The integrity of the 2020 election has continued to be a source of division between Republicans and Democrats, and almost served as a litmus test for Republicans' loyalty to Trump. The president's pick to be the next director of national intelligence refused to answer whether he thought the election was fair and honest when pressed by Georgia Senator Jon Ossoff just yesterday. Let's take a brief listen to that exchange.
Who won the 2020 election?
I'm not going to do this with you.
Who won the 2020 election?
I think I've answered the question. We can keep doing this.
Well, we're going to keep doing it because you're not being honest and forthright.
I'm not going to engage in the theater.
Isn't it humiliating to be unable to answer this question, to have to indulge the president's delusions?
Trump has also championed the SAVE Act, which calls for stricter voter ID laws, but the bill has been stalled in Congress. He's likely to raise that tonight. He's also likely to touch on the war in Iran, which has, of course, heated back up in recent days with both the U.S. and Iran trading strikes.
So, of course, as you've mentioned here, Willie, there's the potential for tonight to focus heavily on integrity issues, and that would be ahead of an election as well. So it is important to understand the context. What should the audience be looking for?
Yeah, well, I think the first question is, where can the audience watch this? Historically, the major networks carry an address like this, but most have not cleared their normal scheduling, at least yet. Now, the speech, which is expected to start at 9 p.m., will be aired online via the government websites. There is some precedent for networks not airing a presidential primetime address. In 2022, many chose not to air an address by Joe Biden. But again, we're not sure yet whether the major networks will air tonight's address or not.
Okay, Willie, thank you for this. That is the CBC's Willie Lowry in Washington.